Hi family, Wanasaur's here. I just wanted to stop in and do this quick video that I was inspired to do by a conversation I was having on the train commuting to New York today with one of my fellow passengers slash commuters. He's actually my train homie. He lives in the town next to mine, and we have some very interesting and deep conversations because he's a Libra, and that's how Libras vibe. We always are attracted to each other. We always form tight relationships because we're just kind of resonating at the same vibration for the most part. I mean, there are exceptions, and a lot of times when Libras butt heads, it's because we're mirroring something from that person that we don't particularly like about ourselves, and that's where we get some resistance. But anyway, I was just sharing with this friend that how people come and go from your life, and how sometimes you think that people are on your side or in your corner, but then things happen and you find out that people don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. And I think at some point in time everybody has experienced something like this. So I went on to share with him about how after my daughter's tragic death in July 2016, a lot of the people who I was friends with or friendly with and had known for many years, people who had known my daughter her entire life and watched her grow up, became estranged. And I was really in my feelings about it because I felt like I really needed these people to rally around me and support me as I grieved my daughter's death, and people just weren't there. So I had to really pray on it because I was starting to get resentful and just feel like, wow, like, is this what people have to show me or to give me after I've supported them and been in their corner? But then I had to really realize, and Spirit just showed me that, it's not necessarily about me. It just may be something in their lives or in their spirits that just they couldn't really deal with my daughter's death because maybe they were grieving themselves in their own way, or maybe they just didn't know how to relate to me anymore because it was such a profound loss for our entire community in Brooklyn, and also for our entire religious community. So, I had to really sit with that and just really examine my own feelings as to why, I was feeling so resentful and feeling abandoned by people who I had known for so many years and people who had known my daughter. And, one of the things I came up with was that, it was very difficult for people to relate to me after that, because unless you've had that experience and lost a child in a tragic manner, you really don't understand how profound the loss is and how deep the hurt is in situations like that. And I think sometimes people just don't know what to say because it's just so hard and so shocking that, people have a hard time dealing with it. So, I kind of came to grips with that. But another thing that this friend and I on the train were discussing is that sometimes we try to keep people in our lives that God doesn't want there. These are people who are no longer serving their purpose, and it's just time for God to move them out of your life. And a lot of times we hold on to people and situations that God is trying to take out of our lives so that he can make room for a new situation, or even someone who will be more supportive in our lives. But we just hold on and we resist, and then something tragic and jarring and shocking has to happen before we realize that we need to let these people go. We need to let these relationships go. So another thing that kind of stuck with me, my friend said, a guy once told me people in your life for 3 reasons. They're either there to enhance your life, to make your life worse, or to cause stagnation in your life. And I just thought that was so profound and true, and I have found it to be true in my life. So, after we parted ways, he went to his work site. I went to my work site. And when I got to work, I happened to see that Mahogany Fleming had put a new video up. So I was watching her vid, and in her video, she was talking about how having the wrong people around you affects your mind, and how the people that are around you should feed you and believe in you. And that really resonated with me, and it was just synchronicity, because my friend on the train and I were just talking about having people in your life, or having the wrong people in your life, or holding on to situations and relationships that don't serve your higher purpose. So I thought that was pretty profound. Then later in the day today, I was looking at my phone, and I saw that my girl K2371 had put a post on Instagram that said, "Don't cling to a mistake just because you spend a lot of time making it." And it just all ties back into this whole idea of, people being in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And some people, once they came into your life to do what God sent them to do, their time is up with you, and it's time to move on. So what I'm learning is just to have, to just trust in God, that He knows and He has a bigger plan for me. And not only that, but just to kind of let go and let people do what they do, and just stop being so sensitive and thinking that it's always about me. Because a lot of times when people behave a certain way, or decide that they don't want to talk to you anymore, or they don't want to be in relationship with you anymore, that it's about you. And 9 times out of 10 it's really not. So I'm still learning and I'm still growing, and I think that's a good thing. And I just have to kind of learn how to separate my sorrow and my feelings of grief for my daughter from how people behave or relate to me, because they're two entirely and separate things. And like I said, every day that goes by, I'm learning and I'm growing, and I'm learning to have compassion for people. And when I start to feel that resentment, because I haven't heard from someone in 2 years, since my daughter died, or I haven't heard from someone who used to call me all the time, or used to come to my home all the time, or whatever have you. I just learned that I need to have compassion for people, because I want people to extend that same level of compassion towards me, as I learned to live my life in a new way, and find my new normal without my daughter. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to kind of drop that on you, and just continue, guys, to pray for me, because some days it's really hard. And I just got to keep moving forward, and just trusting in God, and having faith that my daughter's good where she is, and God is not done with me, and onward and upward. That's how it goes. So again, this is Juana Soars. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And like always, I'm going to keep soaring. I'm going to keep ascending, and I'm going to reach my soul's destiny. So until next time, guys, be well, peace and blessings, and lots of love to you. And, thanks again for listening and watching. Don't forget to like and share with your friends, because a lot of people need to hear this message. So be good to yourselves, and love up on yourselves good, because if you don't love yourself, other people will really have a hard time finding that love for you. Until next time, guys, be well. Peace.